Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, today Nifty gained. Why did it gain? How did it gain? Which stock moved the market? Whether FIs are dominating or DIs are dominating or there was any news in the market? Well, these all things we are going to discuss in today's video, and we are going to analyze Nifty and Bank Nifty, and we are also going to find out support and resistance for Nifty and Bank Nifty. First, we'll be starting our support and resistance with Bank Nifty and Nifty chart. Here on the screen you can see the Nifty chart. Here the support you can say is at 13,423. Well, why you are saying the support is at 13,423? Well, here we have drawn one line where Nifty has touched multiple times and it has just touched. It could not cross that level, or at least if it has crossed that level, it was once or twice. That will be your definition for support. And where will be your resistance? Well, you cannot draw here resistance because there is no point where Nifty has touched multiple times. Well, if you would be taking one point where Nifty has touched twice, then it will not be your strong resistance. Hence, it can be easily broken and you cannot say it as a resistance. So what I would advise you? Well, you can take the resistance 300 to 400 points above your support. That will be your resistance. Then how we are going to find out the resistance in this case as well? Well, first we'll be taking 300 points above this support, and we are also going to analyze open interest and change in open interest to find out exact resistance point. So now let's move to the Bank Nifty and find out support and resistance. If you see here, you will be able to easily say that support is at 30,342. Well, where is resistance? You cannot draw any resistance because there is no point where Nifty has touched multiple times. What do I mean by multiple times? I mean 3 or more than 3 times. Well, now you must be wondering, why do I take 15 minutes candle only? Well, if you are a trader, then you already know that Bank Nifty and Nifty option data fetched on NSE websites update almost 3 to 10 minutes late than actual change. So because of that, there is a lot of distortion in the analysis. So to be on the safe side and to avoid all the false signal, I am taking 15 minutes candle, and whenever I analyze the data as well, I also take the 15 minutes gap so that data is well adjusted and that there I will not be seeing much of the noise. Now let's see who moved the market. What do I mean by market? Who moved the market? Well, I mean which stock moved the market, means which stock gained more than 3% or less than negative 3%. Here if you will be seeing this market movers, then you will be able to see these 3 stocks which gained today. Well, there was no stock which gained less than negative 3%. It means which fall down. Well, these were the 3 stocks, and these all 3 stocks are from energy sector. That's why energy sector is moving. And if you see here ONGC, well, from my first video onwards, I'm continuously telling that it is increasing because oil prices are increasing. Well, oil prices are increasing, it means demands are increasing. And if demands increase, then whichever companies are in exploration line are going to gain some profit. That's why ONGC is going to gain some profit. That's why it's gaining. Now if you see the NTPC, well, the company has started leading the renewable energy space, winning 44% of 1.1 gigawatt in tenders. Well, that was the good news few days ago. Thereafter, it is moving up, and today it gained 5.15%. If you see the GAIL, well, GAIL's gas trading business will benefit the most from rising oil prices. That's why it is increased 5.04% today. Now let's move to the next, which is our upcoming meetings, and find out which meetings are going to be held tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and on Monday, so that we'll be well informed before entering into any trades that what is going to happen for any company, means whether there is going to be any major announcement or not. So these are the companies where they are going to hold the meeting on Monday or on Saturday or Sunday. Now let's move to the next, which is our event section. There we will be seeing the events. Well, I'll also be discussing today's events and upcoming events as well, so that before it happens, we'll be well aware of and we can take our trades accordingly. If you see here the today's events, Then industrial production year on year growth of October is 3.6% and manufacturing production year on year growth is 3.5%. Well, these are not that much bad news. Still, it is a good news because there is a growth. If there is a growth, means economy is moving good, and that's why this news didn't affect market badly because it was a good news. And if you see here, then there are going to be more events on 14th of December and 15th of December. So whenever you are entering into any trades, make sure that you already know that what are the events are going to happen in that sectors, so that if anything goes wrong, definitely you will be well aware of before it happens, so that you can book your losses or you can book your profit before it goes wrong. Now let's move to the next session and analyze our index change and VIX. If you see here, the VIX is 18.79. If it is below 25, it means the VIX is low. If VIX is low, means there is not much fear in the market, means there is a less volatility in the market, and people are expecting usual move from the Nifty. If you see here the Nifty and BankNifty change, the Nifty changed 0.26% today. It has made a high of 13,579.35 and low of 13,402.85. It has ended up at 13,513.85 and it has changed 35.55 points today. If you see the BankNifty, well, it changed 94.5 points today. It has made a high of 30,811.80 and low of 30,328.45. It's changed 0.31% and it has ended up at 30,604.85. Now let's move to the next, which is our Nifty open interest. So we'll be analyzing total open interest. So if you see this picture, then you will be able to say that Nifty is going to go down as per weekly picture. Well, still people are expecting some big move. So let's find out what was the today's scenario and what people think of today. Well, this we can find out by analyzing change in open interest data of Nifty. If you see the change in open interest data, there is not a much gap between call open interest contracts and put open interest contracts. So it means there is a less gap. It means Nifty might take a reversal. Based on this data, we can say this, but this will not be the complete analysis since Nifty is comprises of 50 stocks. So that 50 stocks move will definitely affects the Nifty. In that 50 stocks, there is a banking sector as well. Let's analyze BankNifty total open interest. So if you see here the BankNifty total open interest, here also call has been sold more than put. It means market was indicating reversal. Well, today Nifty even though gain, BankNifty even though gain, but it was barely a gain. If you will say the point wise or percentage change, it might be possible that on Monday that gain will just vanish and Nifty might take a retracement. Now let's analyze total change in open interest of BankNifty. If you see here also, call has been sold more than put. It means BankNifty is indicating again that it is going to go down. If BankNifty is indicating that it is going to go down, Nifty is indicating that it is going to go down, change in open interest is saying the same picture, and if you see the open interest, it is also saying the same picture, then definitely there will be a move on negative sides on Monday. Now let's analyze next the Nifty open interest distribution and find out our support and resistance. Well, here you can see the support is at 13,500 and resistance is at 14,000. But if you will see the support open interest contracts of 13,500, 13,300, then there is not much difference. So why am I saying this? Because there is a very less difference between open interest contracts of 13,500 and 13,300. It means people are expecting that this level can be broken and Nifty can go further down. Well, still people are thinking that Nifty might go up as well and it can touch 14,000. So that's interesting. Now let's go to the change in open interest of Nifty and analyze that as well. If you will see here the change in open interest, here support is at 13,500 and resistance is at 14,000. Well, this was today's picture as well as it is indicating how traders were thinking today and they will be thinking on Monday. So if you see this picture alone, here you can say that the support is at 13,500 and resistance is at 13,600. People were very much sure that Nifty might go up, but on the later part of the day, they realized that it might take a reversal. That's why they have made major positions on 13,600 as well. Well, this is gonna be interesting. So now let's go to Bank Nifty and analyze open interest distribution and we'll be finding out support and resistance. If you will see here, support is at 29,000 and resistance is at 31,000. Well, this is a big gap. Still, if you will see here, then here Bank Nifty is indicating that it might go down. If you see the open interest distribution alone. Now let's see the change in open interest distribution and find out where Nifty will go, what will be the support and resistance. Here you can see the support is at 29,000 and resistance is at 31,000. But if you'll see the resistance 31,000 open interest and 31,500 open interest, then there is not much gap. It means people are still not clear that whether the Nifty will go up or down. That's why they are not making this resistance as strong as it should be. So here by seeing this chart, you can see there is a lot of confusion is there. Means market might go up, market might go down. That's why people are making positions far away from spot price. Now let's move to the next and analyze cash, FIs and DIS activity. If you'll see here the cash, FIs and DIS activity, well, DIS are continuously selling. So from my first video onwards, they are continuously selling. Last month also they were selling. This month also they are selling. If you see the FIs, well, FIs are the only people who are buying. That's why market is continuously going up. If at any point FIs started selling, then on that day definitely market will go down. Now let's analyze future and option data of FIs. If you will see here future and option data of FIs, then you will be able to say that here they are reducing their positions on future market as well as in option market. Well, if they are reducing their positions in future and options, then where they are investing their money? Well, they are investing in cash segment. It means in equity segment. So in equity segment, they are buying heavily. But if you will see here, if they are not buying here and if they start selling on that side as well, then definitely Nifty is going to take the reversal. So this all parameters, so this all analysis are indicating that Nifty is going to take a reversal or Nifty is going to go down in this week itself. So now let's analyze final support and resistance and see what FIs, DIS complete data are telling. If you see the cash segment, here FIs are continuously buying in cash segment. It means in equity. If you see the DIS activity, they're continuously selling. In last month also they were selling only. If you see the F&O activities of FIs, then in future month till date they were selling. Today they have bought somewhat. And if you see the options, well, from month to till date they were buying, but today they were selling. So if you see here, then FIs also started selling. So if they continue to sell, it means market is going to go down. If you are going to make a big positions on call side, definitely you should be aware of these figures so that whenever this kind of scenario happens, you will be completely aware that where to take the exit. Well, where I have to wait for the market to move up or down. Well, I'll always suggest you that you take your insurance as well. What do you mean by insurance? Well, that I'll be explaining in my strategies video. So there you will be completely aware of what will be the insurance means. Now let's see the final support and resistance. If you'll see here, then the final support for Nifty is at 13,423 and resistance is at 14,000. If you see the Bank Nifty final support is at 29,000 and resistance is at 32,842. Well, 31,000 of Bank Nifty is also a strong resistance. So I'm saying that 31,000 is also strong resistance. It means that can also be acting as a final resistance. Well, daily I'm analyzing this market and putting this video over YouTube, and I'm also sharing my strategies, my daily trades on my Telegram channel as well. I'm also sharing my daily P&L, profit and losses, over Telegram. So definitely if you are interested to see my trades, how am I taking trade, when I am taking trade, on which price I am taking trade, how much profit I am making, how much loss I am making, then definitely you should go and join my Telegram channel as well. That's it guys for today's video. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.